Domo, Anime Senpai desu. Welcome boys and girls. Today, we'll be looking at some of the wonderful animes that will be released in spring 2022. I hope this video can provide you with interesting insights on these upcoming animes. Alright, let's jump straight into it. The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. The first season was released back in winter 2019. For those who don't know, The Rising of the Shield Hero was a very popular show back then because of the memes and Raphtalia. Okay, I'm joking. Well, a lot of people like the show mainly because the MC isn't really your textbook protagonist, he's more of an antagonist, an animal-loving antagonist. So I guess it's alright. The best moment of this anime is when Naofumi finally gets his revenge on Meine at the end of the show. It was gloriously satisfying. So if you're bored with the typical overpowered Yasashi Isekai protagonist, I highly recommend you guys to check this anime out. Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 3. This is one of the best romance comedy anime of the decade, after Oregairu. The show really knows how to tickle your funny bones, and the interaction between Kaguya and Kaicho is devastatingly kawaii. Most importantly, we're finally entering the Ishigami arc. In this season, the focus will be more on the triangular relationship between Ishigami, Tsubame, and Miko. FYI, I'm aboard the ISS Ishimiko. Now, I'm going to make a bold prediction. This will be the #1 anime of spring 2022, and you should definitely not miss this one out. Date Life Season 4, the infamous harem fantasy action anime. I remember watching the first season in 2013, and everyone was arguing who is the best waifu. Pfft, it's Kurumi. End of discussion. Toka? More like Huka. Get it? Cause nobody oshi her. Despite changing studios for the 46th time, it's funny how Data Life is still able to make another season. For the love of God, please give that privilege to No Game No Life. I beg you, Japan. Also, I noticed how all these 3 animes were aired at the same time back in winter 2019. Coincidence? I think not. For anyone who is interested in waifu wars, this anime might be your cup of tea. Just know that the one true waifu is Kurumi. This is a fact, not a preference. Also, there are a few sequels that are worth watching as well, like Komi-kan Communicate Season 2. It's an anime that depicts how introverts communicate. P.S. They can't. Descendants of a Bookworm Season 3. It's an anime that teaches the importance of knowledge, and you should read more books, not doujinshis. Science fell in love, so I tried to prove it. Heart Season 2. It's an anime that shows what would happen if 2 PhD students majoring in science fall in love. P.S. They experiment. Love Life Season 2. This is Yagu's Wet Dream. The Demon Girl Next Door Season 2. This is My Wet Dream. Shin Ikitosen Season 2. Holy moly! An anime that was aired 20 years ago is getting another season. Are you trying to tell me that No Game No Life Season 2 will be airing in 2034? Woo! Yeah, baby! And other sequel animes like Kingdom Season 4, Magia Record, Puella Magi Madoka Magica Side Story Final Season, Ultraman Season 2, Yatogame-chan Kansatsu Nikki Season 4, Kyokai Senki Part 2, Tiger and Bunny Season 2, Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall. The first one is an anime that everyone has their eyes on, Spy X Family. Our MC is an agent. Due to a special infiltration mission, he's forced to get married and have a child within a week. This feels more like a baby-making speedrun mission. After the MC did some research, he found 2 suitable candidates to play as his wife and child. But little did he know, the wife is actually an assassin, and the child has high-functioning autism, and so the story begins. The manga is very popular. In terms of seiyuu lineups, we have Eguchi Takuya voicing the MC, and Hayami Saori Onesan voicing the MC's wife. I don't care what you think, but I think this as Yukinon X Hachiman canon. To conclude, Spy X Family is definitely one of the must-watch animes this season. Summertime Render, another highly anticipated anime adaptation from its manga. The story starts with our MC, Shinpei, returning to his island hometown to attend a funeral of his childhood friend, Ushio. But the catch is, Shinpei was told that Ushio's death wasn't caused by an accident. She was killed by some unknown beings. Not only that, Shinpei also gains the ability to rewind time so that he can find the best route to solve this murder case. Sounds familiar? Yes, it's like ReZero Erase and Steins Gate had a baby. So if you like mystery and time travel, this is the anime for you. Shikimori's not just a cutie. The manga is a short story style manga, where every chapter consists of only 5 to 10 pages. The story revolves around Shikimori Mikon, a cutie who tends to show off a cool side to her boyfriend unintentionally. In the beginning of every chapter, it always starts with the boyfriend having a monologue saying, "My girlfriend is extremely cute." Then, some life-threatening shit would happen to the boyfriend, like being hit by a truck or a signboard. But Shikimori will always come to his rescue and never forgets to say a few chonibyo lines with a cool expression, which turns the boyfriend into a lump of jelly. And the chapter always ends with the boyfriend saying, "As expected, my girlfriend is so cool." Its short story style is pretty similar to Teasing Master Takagi-san, which makes it very fun and lighthearted to watch after a long day. Aharon is indecipherable. The MC, Aharon, is a socially awkward lolly that doesn't talk much and wants to be friends with everybody else. But unfortunately, she's too shy to make a move. Wait, isn't this me in real life? But I'm not the lolly though. Anyways, Aharon's entire world is shaken when a boy named Raido picked up Aharon's eraser and hands it to her. Since then, she starts clinging to him. The cute and moe interaction between the two is sure to warm the cockles of the dead co-heart. A Couple of Cuckoos. It's the second anime adaptation for the author who drew Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. The cuckoo couple starts with two pairs of clumsy parents who accidentally switch their children at birth. The poor children are Nagi Umino, a high school student, and Erika Amano, an internet celebrity. Being the smooth brains they are, the parents decided to resolve this hospital switch by conveniently having the two marry each other. The parents be like, "Well, we might as well make the best of this mistake." The first volume of the manga was sold out in stores due to high demand and sales exceeded the publishers and the author's expectations. The manga is also ranked 12th in the world for Best Manga of 2021 for male readers. I think that alone is worth putting this anime into your watch list. I'm quitting heroing. Now, this is an interesting anime. After defeating the demon army and successfully saving the world, the strongest hero, Leonardo DiCaprio, is not welcomed by the people because he's too strong for their safety. So Leo got mad and he plans to destroy humanity instead. He starts by enlisting in the Demon King's army which he had defeated. This is literally, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So if you want to watch something different from the usual hero vs Demon King fantasy anime, you might want to check this one out. Love After World Domination. It's a love comedy story between the leader of the hero squadron, Gelato 5, whose mission is to bring about world peace, and the minion leader of Gecko, a villainous organization seeking world domination. Despite different stances, they still love each other and continue to pursue a forbidden love. Aoashi, a soccer anime. I mean, a real soccer anime, without superpowers or any of that kind. Imagine Haikyuu, but the soccer version. It's a story about a young man, Ashito Aoi, who aspires to be a professional soccer player in the future. And what I found interesting is the demographic of this soccer anime is actually seinen and not shonen. Interesting. Also, the studio in charge of this anime is Production IG. They're famous for making sports anime like Haikyuu, Run with the Wind, Kuroko no Basuke, Ace of Diamond, etc. So all I can say is, the quality of this anime is well assured. The Dawn of the Witch. This story has churches, witches, and magic. It's not your typical action-adventure fantasy anime, so I think it's pretty interesting. Feel free to check this out. Love All Play. Another sports anime this season? Badminton lovers, you definitely don't want to miss this one out. Deaimon. It's a story about a young Japanese boy taking over his family's Japanese sweet shop business, who unexpectedly meets a girl who has been staying at the shop for a year. It's a slice of life anime that makes you feel fuwa watching it. Tomodachi Games. It's a story about 5 close friends being kidnapped and locked inside a room to play a game called Friendship Game. It's a series of games to test the strength of their bond and trust in each other. But the catch is, all 5 of them are debt-ridden, and they must clear that debt through the game. In every round, the friendship would be tested by the temptation of money. As the group's faith wavers due to the growing number of secrets and betrayals, our MC must figure out among who his friends can be trusted, as well as uncovering the identity of the traitor. Apparently, there is a live-action movie. Nani? Yaboy Kongming. Yaboy Kongming is a story about Kongming, the strategist of the 3 kingdoms, who was sent to modern-day Tokyo. Yes, it's a reverse isekai. Kongming then meets a girl in Tokyo and is deeply moved by her singing, so he decided to become her manager and propel her to stardom with his big brain. What is this combination of genres? Jesus! But I think I would check this anime out because it's done by PA Works. Based on the PV, the animation is simply gorgeous. Dance Dance Dancer, a ballet dancing anime. It's a story about a young boy who discovers his love for dancing, and he pursues his dreams, I guess. Miss Corporate Slave wants to be healed by a lolly spirit, Sachi Saretai. It's an anime about a bunch of cute ghost girls doing cute things to Miss Fushihara, a corporate slave who always works till midnight. These ghastly cuties help to ease her fatigue by bringing her refreshments and healing her heart with kawaii-ness. What in the world is this? I need more of these. RPG Real Estate, an anime that is animated by the famous Doga Kobo. They're responsible for making famous slice of life and comedy animes like Geikan Shoujo Nozaki-kun, Plastic Memories, Umaru-chan, New Game, and so much more. RPG Real Estate is about cute girls doing cute things while searching for a new home in a fantasy world, in the heart of Kunoichi Tsubaki. It's an anime about cute ninja girls who had never seen a human with a pee-pee before, because they were told that all men are horny and dangerous beings. Interacting with them is forbidden. The main girl gets all doki doki whenever the subject of boys is brought up. Omoshiroi. To become a real heroine, The Unpopular Girl and the Secret Task. It's an anime about music. Also, it has a luxurious seiyuu lineup. Just look at the cast. If I were to nitpick what's missing, it's Matsuoka. This seiyuu lineup is not complete without a Matsuoka. Inorin and Ayaneru without Matsuoka is like having a cake without the cherry on top. Fanfare of Adolescence. It's an anime about horse racing. What caught my attention is the fact that Sawano Hiroyuki is in charge of the theme song composition and arrangement. Pretty sure he's gonna turn horse racing into pod racing. Healer Girl. Healer Girl revolves around 4 girls who seek to use their songs to heal and soothe the people of their world. Birdie Wing, Golf Girl Story, a golf anime that depicts 2 female golfers aiming to go pro. A Step Life, Great Escape. This anime is set in the far distant future where Earth's population fell into decline. Thus, AI was developed to help preserve the human race and to manage the ecosystem through genetic engineering. Sci-fi fans can give this one a try. Onipan. It's an anime about 3 Oni kids who became humans to fix the relationship between humans and Oni. Fun fact, the word Onipan is actually a portmanteau of Oni and Pantsu. Why, Japan? Why? Shadowverse F. Yes, it's that ad that keeps popping up on your YouTube videos. Shadowverse Flame features a new protagonist, like Tenru. Bro, why does every anime card game protagonist has a crazy hairstyle like this? I don't understand! Build Divide Season 2. Second season of Build Divide. Jantama Pong. It's an anime based on Catfoot Studio and YoStar's Jantama multiplayer online game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Another anime adaptation by the famous card game Yu-Gi-Oh! Skeleton Knight in Another World. The MC of this story played video games until he fell asleep. When he woke up, he found himself in the game world as a skeleton. This dude is so broken that he can use all the skills he had learned from the other jobs. On top of that, he has all the sacred weapons and armor. As to why he's reborn as a skeleton, apparently the game world allows him to freely customize his avatar, and this genius decided to select hard mode with a skeleton avatar. Moral of the story? Make sure to customize your avatar as good looking as Kirito so you can get all the chicks when you get isekai. You never know. The Executioner and Her Way of Life. This anime is about a fantasy world swarmed with wicked isekai jin, and all of them are from Japan. These isekai jins are nothing but disaster and calamity, so the natives of the world couldn't stand these sushi-eating fucks anymore and created an executioner assassin group to exterminate all isekai jin. Our main girl, Menno, is a young executioner whose mission is to kill an immortal isekai jin named Akari, and there begins Menno's journey to break Akari's immortality. It has a Yuri tag, so I'm going to watch this. Trapped in a dating sim. The world of otome games is tough for mobs. I've read the manga and I have to say, the MC is super hilarious. Leon is a young boy who is reincarnated into a dating sim video game. But the thing is, he remembers the entire playthrough. It's kinda like the anime My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, but male version. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. This is your typical trash isekai. It has an OP MC who pretends to be weak. The story starts with him getting bullied and looked down by the other students in school. Until one day, his autism kicks in and finally shows his true power, kicking everybody's ass. This healer's a handful. It's a fantasy adventure comedy anime starring Kalar, a dark elf cleric who invested too many character points in her insulting skills, and Elvin, a swordsman who has to put up with her antics. That sums up all of the anime that's going to be released in spring 2022. Overall, there's a lot of sequel animes coming out this season. If you like my anime content, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. Alright, thanks for watching. Sayonara minasan.